Welcome back to HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about medical deductions and how you can report these on your taxes to get a bigger refund. So we've put together a quick presentation on the most important areas of medical deductions and how to take advantage of this. So let me start the video for you. Now you can see on the first slide we have here, the medical expense deductions will apply to you, the filer, and to your spouse and any dependents you have. So it'll be your entire family as long as they qualify as dependents. Any medical expenses that your employer isn't paying for, you can report on your tax return and get a full deduction for this amount, which will lead to a bigger refund. Before I go any further into the video, I just wanted to show you where we have a link to HarborFinancialOnline.com. On the site, you can prepare your taxes directly on this site, but we do offer a lot of good information on medical deductions and other areas of tax, and all of this is to find ways to increase your refund and to help you prepare your return electronically. Because with all the new changes and rules and taxes, it's much better to prepare the return online electronically rather than the traditional way of doing it by hand. So I just wanted to point that out real quick before I go further into the video. So on the second bullet here, you can see hospital expenses, and on the third, doctor visits. These are all deductible on your return as long as your employer isn't paying. So any expenses that you have going to a hospital emergency, if you had to take an ambulance, all of that is fully deductible, and including preventative health care, going to your doctor. All of the costs related to that are going to be deductible. Any fees that doctor charges you, even if you're going to get some lab fees and miscellaneous fees from that doctor, so long as it is sent from that medical office, the invoice to you, you can report it on your tax return. So I just wanted to make that as clear as I could when it comes time to file your return, that you understand that. Health insurance premiums. Any premiums that you're paying out of pocket that your employer isn't covering, that's 100% deductible again on your return on Schedule A. So that's important to realize. All of these deductions that I have listed here are different ways to increase your refund when you report these medical costs on your return. So you have chiropractor fees. Any fees related to this are deductible. Now, a lot of you are going to the chiropractor even if a doctor didn't recommend you to do it. It's still deductible. So that deduction is missed out because people don't realize that if you're not being referred from a doctor, that that can still be deductible. So that's important to know. Hearing aids, eyeglasses, TV, hearing impaired, any of those devices and equipment that you purchase or that a doctor is recommending you to purchase is fully deductible as well. There are some special rules in eyeglasses, but for the most part that's going to be deductible as well. Any transport cost to get medical services, this can be simple things like the cost of your gasoline to get to a doctor or get to a hospital, if you have a taxi pickup. Any of those related costs to get there and back home as well, not just to the hospital, but round trip, are fully deductible. So keep track of that. Any Alcohol Anonymous fees, any of those fees to attend any of the meetings will be deductible, because you may have weekly or monthly fees related to those meetings. For the blind, guide dogs, and as well artificial limbs are fully deductible. Now just make sure that whatever your employer is paying for, that you're not reporting that, because they may reimburse you later, so make sure you separate those costs. Now here's a list of the most common non-deductible medical expenses that people report accidentally. You have gym memberships. Now if your doctor is recommending you that you need to go to a gym and work out, and he actually writes out a note for this, you can claim that as deductible. But if you're just going for yourself to a gym and paying the monthly dues, that's not going to be deductible. Any over-the-counter meds are deductible. I mean, not deductible. You cannot report that. Medications that you're getting the prescriptions for, you can deduct, but over-the-counter you can't. Vitamins you can't deduct, and cosmetic surgery you can't deduct. Now, there are cases with cosmetic surgery you can deduct if the doctor is referring you for that procedure. That can be deductible, but for the most part it's not. All of the medical costs that I've talked about will be lumped together and totaled, and then it will be reported on Schedule A of the 1040. Now when you do the return online electronically, it's automatically going to put these medical expenses onto Schedule A, so you don't have to worry about that. I recommend doing the return online if you can, just to eliminate the possibility of errors and get all the deductions you can, because you're going to get a bigger refund because of that, because of having those additional deductions. So even though it may cost a little bit more to do it online than preparing the return yourself, you're really ending up getting ahead because you're going to get a bigger refund. So I'm going to show you the website real quick before we finish up the video. Here's the site, harborfinancialonline.com. You can see we have links throughout the site to other areas of tax and how to get the credits and different ways to increase your refund and pay less tax, because that's the goal here. So if you have any questions in regard to medical expenses, please send me an email at expert@harborfinancialonline.com, and I'll answer any questions you have. And thank you for checking out the video, and hopefully you'll check out some of our future videos. Thanks.